Hello, so yesterday I made a video about Jupiter in Cancer, and I wanted to add a few more things to that conversation. So I was talking a lot about Jupiter in Cancer being an opportunity or an invitation, let's say, for us to expand the feeling of safety and security and focusing on the home and relating to people in our home and things like that. And I think another element of Jupiter in Cancer is there is a kind of a sense of tribalism, in the sense that Cancer has a lot to do with safety and what gives us safety and security, right? And Jupiter is what we assign meaning to, or how we assign meaning on one level, right? So I think with Jupiter in Cancer, we're trying to find what means safety for us, what means security for us, right? And I think one way that Jupiter in Cancer can also manifest is that, I know what feels right to me, what's secure to me. So on one level, it's like I'm going to reject or feel uncomfortable with what is outside of my, what is known to me, right? What is outside of my family, what is outside of my traditions, right? And so I think a lot of it is, it's an invitation to see that, well, what means something to me might not mean anything to somebody else, or there might be something else that means something to somebody else that I don't have personal experience with, right? So I think it is about Jupiter in Cancer. Partly has to do with realizing, okay, well, what means home to me? What means safety and security to me? But not undermine or automatically feel uncomfortable with somebody else's feelings of safety and security coming from something else, right? I think with Cancer, we can sort of be stuck in our bubble, and we can be in our shell and very comfortable and safe and secure and feeling safe and secure. But there's an element of Cancer that can also be, the other side of that is that it can be sort of well, I'm going to reject something that's outside of my comfort zone, right? I'm going to reject something that feels different and is different. And so I think Jupiter in Cancer is, it can amplify some of those themes. And I think it's just an invitation to realize that, well, other people have their own feelings of safety and security from other sources, and to kind of, it's like an invitation to kind of, on some level, open your mind, Jupiter, to the fact that there's other kinds of feelings of home that other people have, right? Other people get their sense of security and safety and home from other sources, and it doesn't mean that it's like a bad thing. And it is also like an invitation to realize, like, okay, well, what gives meaning to me emotionally, right? So Jupiter is giving meaning, and Cancer is kind of emotionally invested and emotionally involved. So what gives meaning to me, and what does home mean to me, and how can that expand me? How can I can be in the home, but I can also be expanded in other ways. So I can go out and have ideas and thoughts about things that are outside of my vicinity and outside of my what is familiar. And because Jupiter is so kind of open, it might also be an invitation to be open-minded about how other people are different and what matters to other people, and how that is different from our what my perception is might be different from what somebody else's is. And so it's about being curious about these things and assigning meaning in a way where you don't necessarily cling to your meaning in an emotional way, in the sense that you reject other perspectives or other people's ideas or meanings, right? So I'm going to leave it at that. If you want more from me, do subscribe and leave a like if you like this, and leave a comment if you have any thoughts about this. Thanks.